sin. One team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Jackets will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. On the run, it's Scott. There he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Pulls it in. It's Williams. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Back to throw. It's Baker. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
Punt is on its way. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we will.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass for a bit longer. I guess this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Under fire. He's taking the shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they got... back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Baker. Makes the catch, it's Scott. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. From the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll leave it with him. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Scanning the field, it's Baker. Caught, close to the marker, it's Scott. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Irish!
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UCLA was relentless today in a road win that, frankly, wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Bruins performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Quarterback keeper. Oh, it's a fumble. falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Here come the Irish back on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Finds a tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Dropping back, it's Baker. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Got his man downfield. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Pulls it and fires to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Going to swing it on second down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. To the air, it's Baker. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Fires into traffic and intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. That's reeled in. It's Williams. Got some room in it at the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Man, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
He'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Taylor wants to throw it. Gets it out fast. Powers through. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. So now it's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stayed.
Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Yellow Jackets are in the hurry-up. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. A strike downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He's open on the right. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Here comes the heat. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. Fourth down. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UMass sure is making the flagship proud today. What a spectacular performance on the offensive side of the ball. They're up 14 over New Mexico State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Using the quick game. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo. Wants to go up top on first down. Time to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. This offense has it with really good field position. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw. It's Baker. Makes the grab. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a three before they head to the locker room. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up three before going to the break. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And this will stay a three-score game at 24. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive. One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward. From the red zone, looking for a space. Quickly complete. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Calls his own number. You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off. The Yellow Jackets will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Taylor wants to throw it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And how about this play by the offense? 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Everything says it's going to be a run. It's going to be a run. Nice job by the offense. A little sleight of hand, throwing the football, getting the touchdown.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Looking to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
That keeps the score. Notre Dame.
After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the 3rd quarter and get it back with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Takes the handoff. It's Scott. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the 2nd half if you're on defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. The short hands. It's Barres. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Scott. Still on his feet. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Baker. Pulls it in, it's James. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had... little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Gut feel or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
That is such a big play for the offense. A lot of these 4th down pass plays are just designed to pick up the 1st. They get even more. They get an explosive play, and that has got to be huge for the offense's confidence.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. They think there's room to run to the right here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Got his man on the right. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He wants to change this route. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man quickly. Boom. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Creates a little room. There he goes. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. To the ground, he's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Oh, better look out! He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, trying to find his man. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Here's a heat. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Irish! the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Taylor wants to throw. Got him downfield. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
And you got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know right there, but he does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On the option. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Fires to the tight end. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. He threw a couple of costly interceptions in that loss last week, but a really good job to take care of the football in this one.
And Reese, at that position, you better have a short-term memory, right? Quarterbacks have to forget about it, move on, forget the mistakes. Nice job putting that behind him last week. Coming out today, putting together a great performance for his team. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Back to pass, it's Baker. He hurls one deep down the left side. Got it inside the 10. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. Now on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before he picks up the first down. Notre Dame right back to the line. To the air on first down. Extending the play. Takes a hit as he fires.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
One more play to pad the stats. Second down, he'll throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. One last incompletion, and that'll do it. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take